COVID-19 has exposed the vulnerability of our economies to shocks, and it has laid bare deep inequalities in our societies. Governments are looking for recovery options that deliver new jobs, and few sectors link job creation so closely to sustainable green production as the food sector. The trillions of dollars invested in COVID-19 recovery offers us an unprecedented opportunity for a clean, green, and just transition to more biodiversity-friendly agricultural and food systems. At the moment, delegates to the Convention on Biological Diversity are deliberating the elements of the Post-2020 framework. Traditionally, the CBD has looked at agriculture as a threat to biodiversity, and it has not explicitly recognized the importance of mixed, diverse agricultural landscapes for their contribution to conservation. Let's look at some numbers. Right now, agriculture takes up between 30 and 40% of the Earth's land surface. Our population is expected to rise to over 9 billion by 2050. Crop and livestock-based ag has to expand to meet our food demands. To ensure the efficient supply of cereals and meat around the world, farming systems have turned to monocultures and intensive livestock production. These systems devastate biodiversity and are ecologically and economically unsustainable. A common argument for specialized conventional agriculture is that it has led to the availability of abundant, affordable food. This argument is simplistic. There is ample evidence that it has resulted in poor nutrition and related non-communicable diseases. Currently, the CBD looks at land under organic production, areas under conservation agriculture, and areas under sustainable agriculture. The focus is on making production more sustainable rather than gearing it towards conservation. And the actual protection of species is limited to indicators such as the Wild Bird Index for farmland species. But these indicators don't capture information on biodiversity beyond a few species that live on farms, whereas it's the effects of agriculture on broader wild biodiversity within a landscape that is most important. To address this, we're recommending that the CBD look at two challenges. One, they recognize the landscape approach as a means of managing biodiversity that includes both natural landscapes, which must be protected, but also multi-use mosaic landscapes that blend many forms of productive use with conservation. And two, they marshal a transformative shift from policies that encourage monocultures to biodiversity-friendly mixed farming at a landscape scale. Currently, the Post-2020 framework has two outcomes: resilient ecosystems and healthy species, and two, human needs met. As drafted, this is segregating the framework into policies that imply a vision of the world where protected areas are relied upon as havens for biodiversity and managed places are restricted to benefits for humans. Landscapes and habitats are only discussed in the context of species conservation in protected areas, ignoring the huge potential of agricultural landscapes for improving biodiversity conservation. We are calling for the post-2020 goals to use a landscape approach that encompasses both natural and managed ecosystems. It is an opportunity we cannot miss.